Hey everybody, Chris Ducker here and welcome to virtualbusinesslifestyle.com. I'm here with my main man, Kevin Bates.
How you doing?
We've created a monster.com, right?
That's me.
That's me. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to interview Kevin here is actually we've known each other for what, I don't know, 4 or 5 months or whatever.
Yeah.
Kevin utilized the lift to sell services for a while, my company, and then switched over and utilized Virtual Staff Finder to find his VA.
Right.
And we're here in Blog World in Vegas, and we bumped into each other.
Yeah.
And so when I saw you, like, this is great. Let's do a quick interview for the guys to find out what you do with your VA, how you work with her.
Sure.
You know, based in the fact that she's in Cebu. She used to work for me. She now works directly for you.
Right.
This is about as true life as you can get in terms of a love affair in the virtual world. Let's start first of all. How long has she been working with you now directly?
A couple months. It's been. Has it been 2 months?
I think it's a couple months.
3 months, maybe?
Yeah.
Wow. It's gone fast.
Okay.
It has gone very
so
fast.
A couple of months. She'd already, obviously, she was working with you for a while under the Live to Sell banner.
Right.
And then you just took her out, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Virtual Staff Finder.
Right. Okay. So. Day to day, what are the the topics and the tasks that she does for you on a day-to-day basis?
Well, first off, she's the first point for my email. When I have a dozen different emails from all of my different niche products, they all go straight to her.
Okay.
She filters through them, finds the stuff that needs my attention, and gets it to me. That right there was a lifesaver.
Well, yeah, because email is the biggest ball and chain for every entrepreneur on the planet.
Yeah.
Particularly one that's in your business, like internet marketing, right? So I mean, even with me, I've taken myself out a lot of internal email loops for the Live to Sell group, where I used to get copied in stuff I didn't really need to get copied into and stuff like that. And I've noticed just that alone has made me a hell of a lot more productive as well. Okay, so she filters through all of your email. What else?
And then as an SEO, I have to do a lot of very tedious tasks, submitting articles. She writes some articles and she does pretty good. And then she submits them, Hubpages, Ezine, does all that stuff. She moderates comments on my blog. She posts to my blog. I tell her that this is a particular product we're going to go promote. Go do a bunch of research about it, formulate the posts, get it on there, save it as a draft, I'll review it, then I publish it. And like I said, she gets it about 80% of the way there. So that saves me 80% of my time.
That's what I always say, because a lot of people ask us about, whether Filipinos, because English is not their first language, although it is the 3rd largest English-speaking country in the world. Not a lot of people know that.
Right.
But a lot of things when they ask me, can they write good quality content? What's the deal with all that sort of stuff? And for me, I think you're out of frame just a little bit. Come back, lovely. My deal is that they can write it, but it's not going to be as good as what you can do yourself, and therefore you got to tweak it a little bit. Yeah,
it definitely takes a little bit tweaking, but like having her get it 80% of the way there still is extremely valuable, And then a lot of other stuff like going and getting affiliate products, finding the affiliate links, tagging it in WordPress, all those little things that I don't want to bother myself with. I taught her keyword research. She actually, as a consultant, I consult with some pretty big companies. They come and say, we need a keyword research report. I can go to her and give her the seed keywords and she'll provide the report. And it's quality because I trained her. And I can completely stand by her work because it follows an exact detail-oriented process where the output is specific and it comes out the same every time.
You mentioned something very key there in regards to training her. Again, a lot of other people, when they first start working with a VA, they think they're going to know how to do everything straight off the bat, and they can do a lot of things, but they're not. They're not you, and you know what you want and the way you want it done.
Right.
What did you do? I'm just curious. A couple of little quick tips for the viewers and listeners. What did you do to train her? I mean, was there any specific method you used?
Well, this was my first VA, so it was a little trial and error. We used a lot of Skype screen sharing, and I just show her, speak to her, talk to her, answer her questions. It'd be a good time to mention Tyrone Chum, Mass Outsource. Yep. Great product. I used it. Zella watched all the videos, and she got a lot from it.
Yep.
So
well, Tyrone's a good friend of mine, and I've always been the first to pitch that product because there is nothing else out there like that.
Yeah.
And the way he put it together. What I love about Tyrone and his blog is very systematic guy.
Right.
X, Y, Z.
Right.
is at the end of the alphabet, ABC is at the beginning, and it shouldn't be anywhere else, you know what I mean? And that's what he does really, really well. He puts that together really, really well. So I'm interested to hear that you utilize that as well.
Yeah, that was a really good shortcut. You know, I started her off on the videos, and then she came back with lots of questions at the end, which I could go and answer. So that, again, it's that 80%, getting her 80% of the way there, I'll take care of the rest.
So to wrap up, how's Blog World been for you? It's been phenomenal for me.
It's been
what's
great.
it been for you?
Oh, well,
what's the highlight except meeting me, obviously?
Well, right, other than that.
Right.
Well, you know, seeing you at the buffet this morning after a whole night of drinking.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was it.
No,
what's been the best? What's yeah, he is joking. What? Sorry, honey. What was the one session that you've been to that you've really enjoyed more than anything else?
SEO for blogs was good. With the creator of Thesis, the monetization panel was great. There was a lot of because there's a lot of different tactics from the guys who build the list and, you know, do the money in the list, selling ads. You know, there was a lot of different methods, and it was good that they had 4 panelists and they all had a different method.
Right.
So that was very good. That was interesting. And then also just, you know, I ask questions at every single class I go to. Being able to speak directly to these people and get questions asked.
Well, not only that, I've also done exactly the same thing. It's a great way to get the word of mouth out there about your blog, because at the beginning of every question I say, hey, I'm Chris from virtualbusinesslifestyle.com. Right. I had 100 people follow me on Twitter yesterday.
Nice.
And it's got to be because of this conference. It's not for anything else. I know that. 100 in one day. Come on, I'm lucky if I get, like, you know, 100 in a month. So you know, 100 in a day was very, very cool. Well, look, thank you very much for spending a couple of minutes telling everybody about your deal. Yeah, without a doubt. And for anybody else interested in getting a great VA, just like Kevin here, you can go over to virtualstafffinder.com. There'll be links below this video if you're watching on the blog. And stay cool. I'll see you next time right here on virtualbusinesslifestyle.com.